Cigarettes! Lots of people love them and lots of people die from them. Just look at this chart. Lung cancer, strokes, more cancers. This one swells the airways in your lungs, and this one clogs your heart with plaque, the stuff that builds in your teeth. But why does that happen? And who would even want to have this happen to them? Why do people smoke? Let's talk nicotine. It's a compound very commonly found in nightshade plants and is made by them as a pesticide. In tobacco, though, the concentration of nicotine is pretty high, which is why people farm and harvest it. Nicotine affects a ton of the stuff in the body, especially the brain. In the brain, muscles, and many other tissues of the body is a receptor called nicotinic acetylcholine receptors. They respond to a compound called acetylcholine, which in the body helps control muscles. When you want to move a finger, this compound is sent to nicotinic acetylcholine receptors from motor neurons, specialized neurons for helping control motor functions, from the spine, and into the muscles throughout your arm to help you do the action you want to do. Acetylcholine also majorly affects arousal, attention, memory, and motivation. Nicotine, though not too similar in structure, is also picked up and activated by the receptors. This is because it just happens to imitate acetylcholine. Usually the body sends out acetylcholine slow and controlled, but because of the sudden rush of nicotine, it activates many receptors throughout the body simultaneously. Your body then tries to regulate the sudden output, slowing acetylcholine production, but that only pushes your want for more nicotine. Benzene, found in glue, adhesives, paints, and a few other household products, and is used for manufacturing chemicals. It's also present in the burning of paper, which is what cigarettes are wrapped with, acting as a byproduct of lighting a cigarette. The structure of benzene is surprisingly simple, only 6 carbon and 6 hydrogen atoms, yet it can wreak plenty of havoc in the body. This small ring of carbon and hydrogens is labeled as a carcinogen, which means it can cause cancer. It also causes acute myeloid leukemia, which is the rapid growth of abnormal white blood cells accumulating in bone marrow and interfering with normal blood cell production and causing anemia. After the metabolization of benzene in the liver, the organ that clears toxins in the body, it forms these things called hydroxylated and ring opened products. I know, weird words, but what that means is it creates things that are more soluble in water, and the benzene ring structure is broken, bonding with the other substances in the liver. These harmful substances get transported to tissues throughout the body, including the bone marrow. Secondary metabolism then occurs, though because of the harmful substances now in the tissues, it causes the bone marrow to fail and does a lot of damage related to blood production and blood deficiencies in the body. Arsenic, along with benzene, is classified as a carcinogen and should never be taken inside the body. It's present inside cigarettes because when tobacco grows, it absorbs arsenic from its environment, whether it be from pesticides or the soil. The effects of arsenic on the body is very similar to food poisoning, and it takes effect quickly, happening within just a few hours of consumption. The heart and nervous system can also be majorly affected, causing confusion, heart failure, seizures, brain swelling, coma, and death. Repeated exposure causes increased risk of cancer in the skin, lungs, liver, bladder, and prostate. So, if you want an enlarged prostate, then start smoking. In conclusion, cigarettes are bad for you. Now I'm gonna get out of the closet because it is fucking cramped. Bye bye.